Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you this lovely monochromatic card made with the Sparkling Snowflake stamp set. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how to get started. I'm going to start with the sentiment for this project, so I'm going to bring in the Let It Snow, and I'm going to stamp that in the bottom right-hand corner like so, and set that aside. And then I'm going to bring in my panel here for the card front. And I'm going to bring in my largest snowflake to start with, and I'm going to stamp that 3 times. I'm going to turn it each time to make it a little bit more random, and we're going to end up looking like so. Then I'm going to bring in my medium snowflake here, and I'm going to ink that up, and I'm going to stamp that here in the center. And then I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to alternate with my smaller snowflake here, just because I want to be able to decide my spacing a little better. There we go. And then I can bring back my larger or medium snowflake and place that here and a little bit up here, and even tuck one in here. And I'm going to bring back that small one, tuck one here, and let's see, one right there. There we go. I've got my panel finished, and of course at this point you can stamp your inside panel if you desire, and I'm going to show you how I assemble. Okay, now that I have my panels done, I'm ready to start assembling, and I'm going to start by tearing the edge off this first piece of cardstock randomly. I'm going to tear it towards me to create this beautiful edge. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my sentiment panel, tearing it towards me randomly as I desire. Now at this point, I can layer the two on top of each other and see where I would like it. There we go. I've got that. So I'm going to adhere this panel down onto this one, lining up the edges as I desire. And I think I'm going to go that direction. So I'm simply going to add some adhesive across the top here. Lay it down as I desire and adhere. Now I know that this is a little long here, but that gave me a little bit of room to move it back and forth to see where I wanted it. And when I attach it to my card front here, it will allow me to trim that off. So I'm going to adhere this down. I'm going to follow that line on the one side that's a little longer, or I could even put it on my snowflake panel here and adhere it down like so. There we go. I can flip this over and I can trim. Or if you can prefer, you can use your paper trimmer. I've got that done, and the next step is going to be my ribbon. So I'm going to bring in this beautiful Orchid Oasis ribbon, and I am going to wrap this around and tie it into a bow. Now I can do this in the middle of my panel because I can move it after I've got it in my bow. Let's see if I can get my fingers to work today. There we go. It's okay if it's a little tight because it allows me to adjust and move things where I want to. Once I have it on my card front, I'm going to trim this off. And of course I can shorten that later if I want to, once I have my card assembled. I'm going to slide it a little bit over there like so. I'm going to bring in my card base. This is our thick Whisper White. This is our thick basic white, so it has a wonderful feel to it and will allow this card to have some weight so it holds up well. And I'm going to adhere that down with my adhesive. Now at this point, if you wanted to tack that ribbon in place so it doesn't move, you can. That's up to you. I'm going to place that on the front of my card here, like so. And then I'm going to bring in these beautiful 2022-24 in color pearls. These pearls are iridescent, just like the ribbon. And so I think they'll be beautiful on this project. Now, if you want to make the card monochromatic, you can use the Orchid Oasis, or if you prefer, you can use the Night Sky. That's up to you. I'm going to go with monochromatic here, so I'm going to pick up a few of these little pearls and pop them onto my card front. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to add a little one here to the left and to the right. And I think I'm going to add 2 of the Starry Sky to the center of the other 2 snowflakes here, just for a little bit of variance in color and shine. I hope you can see that. So there you go, a quick and simple card using our Sparkling Snowflakes stamp set from the Holiday Mini Catalog. And of course, if you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog, Stamp with Jini. Thanks for joining me.